أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي آمين يا رب العالمين. Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope all of you are doing great. Now in this lesson inshallah we are going to learn another way of putting emphasis or stress in a sentence by means of repetition. So we have already done the repetition of the word or the sentence itself, which was called Takide Lafzi. That was lesson 9M. Alright, and here we are going to see what Takide Manvi is. Okay, so there are specific words that are kind of synonym and we use them to put stress in the sentence. Okay, you're going to see what that means in a minute. Okay, so let's begin our lesson. And of course, we're going to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make this task easy for us to understand as well as to teach. So, Rabbi Yassir wa la tu'assir wa tammim bil khair. Amir Rabbil Alameen. Alright, so from this figure, the one that we are going to be addressing today in this lesson is this one, using the special words. So, as you can see, you've got he himself went there. Each one of you will receive a detention. Okay, so these are the kinds of special words that are kind of synonyms of the words that we are going to put stress in. Okay, himself, each one of you, these kind of words. All right, so let's see. First of all, as usual, we have our English examples. So first, let's just forget about these things. Okay, I'll just. All right. Okay, so now let's read the sentences. He went to investigate the case. You, or all of you, will receive detentions. Then the glasses were cracked. They, or both of them, will go there. Okay, now these are all regular sentences, aren't they? So in order to put a kind of stress in each of these sentences, what we can do is that we can apply or employ or use the method of Takide Manvi. So to put the stress on the fact that it was he who went to investigate the case, we can use the word himself. So a subtle and yet powerful stress has been added. So he himself went to investigate the case. Okay. Next, instead of saying all of you or you all will receive detentions, I could further emphasize by adding the word each one of you, or the phrases of the words of each one of you. Okay, so it means that each one of you will receive detentions. Now, if I said all of you will receive detentions, it's totally fine. It means that yes, all of you will get it. But if I said that each one of you will receive detentions, I have further emphasized it. Okay, that not even a single one of you is going to evade or avoid getting detention. None of you can escape from this detention. All right, that's what this each one of you has done over here. Okay, similarly, another formation is the glasses, all of them were cracked. All right, so if I had said all the glasses were cracked, it meant that yeah, it was a regular sentence. Yeah, all of them were cracked. But if I say that the glasses, all of them were cracked, can you see what I'm doing there? So, okay, so this thing here, right in the middle of the sentence, has added a stress, a profound stress, profound yet subtle stress to the sentence, to the fact that all the glasses were cracked, all of them. All right. Similarly, both of them will go there. That is a sentence that's rather a bit regular sentence. They both will go there. All right. So these are the things that you'll be able to understand once, or you'll be able to understand and spot in the recitation while if you know these things. Okay, so just knowing that these things exist is going to be enough to help you spot these subtle things during your recitation, inshallah. Okay, so I'm going to share with you a couple of words, and they are, yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there are 7 words. So knowing these 7 words at this stage is enough. All right. Okay, so the words include kullu, ajma'u, jami'un, kila, kilta. Kilta is actually the feminine version of kila. Okay, and then we've got nafsun and anfusu. Okay, over here. So let's look at their meanings and then we can look at their examples too. So our first word is kullu. All right, each of you or each of them. So whatever word is going to come after this kullu, it's going to fill up this blank. Okay, and of course, as you can see, this word kullu is going to be used as a muzaf. All right, so it's most of the time it's going to form the muzaf muzaf alayh fragment. All right, so what is our example? Our example is qul, which means say, innal amra. Now innal amra, you can identify this as a stressed example or a stressed statement, because you know that inna means undoubtedly or verily or indeed. Okay, innal amra kullahu lillahi. Okay, so say indeed the command, each and every single one of it is for Allah. Now let's look at the second example now, ajma'u. All right, so it can be anything. Ajma'una, it's plural form. All right. So depending upon the word that it is used with or it is used for, you can make its variations. Okay. So let's see what's happening here. فَسَجَدَ الْمَلَائِكَةُ kulluhum ajma'un. Now you can see that you have kullu over here and you have ajma'un over here. So the stress here is it is doubled. Okay, so how are you going to understand, or how you are going to translate it in your head is as follows. So the angels, each and every single one of all of them prostrated. Okay, so the first all of them is for this whom. Okay, each and every one or each and every single one of all of them, this black all of them is for this whom. Okay, and then the purple all of them, the second stress is for ajma'un. Now can you now understand um, the stress that this statement is imparting or conveying? That uh, also the angels, each and every single one of all of them prostrated except Iblis. Okay, so it could have been said in a regular way, but the fact that it is the marvel of linguistic excellence, the Quran Pak, of course it has its own way of saying it. So well, every literature does, and Quran Pak is this super excellent of all those literary and linguistic marvels. So the fact that this thing has been used like this, the very simple sentence has been given such a great stress, is enough to throttle us as well. That when the angels, each and every single one of all of them were instructed to prostrate before Prophet Adam alayhi salam. And so, all of them obeyed Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What is stopping you? Or what is stopping me? What is stopping all of us from, from the obedience of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? So it is enough to throttle us. Okay? So that's what it said. When each and every single one of all the angels, all of them prostrated, except Iblis. So this in itself has given a profound stress to the entire scenario that's building up in your mind as you read. Okay, so that was about Ajma'u. Okay, then we have Jami'un, all together. All right, وَأْتَصِمُوا بِحَبْلِ اللَّهِ جَمِيعًا, and all of you hold tight to the rope of Allah all together. All right, without leaving out anything. That's what. All right, then we have kila. Kila means both of whoever, both of you, both of them, both of you, both of them. All right, so that's how you have it in English. So kila, all right, and kila is the rafa form, and its nasab or jar form is kilay. Okay, our example is arashi wal murtashi kilahuma finnar. Bribe giver. Now, it's not the proper word, but I have to use it so that you exactly understand, because my aim is to translate these words as they are, as supposed to be understood. Okay, giving you the proper English words is not my task at this moment, during these lessons at least. Okay, so arashi, bribe giver, and the bribe taker, both of them will be in the fire. Okay, kilahuma finnar. It could have been like this, Arashi wal Murtashi Finnar. But by adding Kilahuma, a stress has been added. Both of them will be in the fire. That so that nobody can think, oh yeah, well, it's okay. Maybe the Murtashi guy would not uh, be in the fire because of whatsoever reason he has for accepting the bribe. But the fact that kilahuma has been used, it means that no, whatever problem or whatever reason you might be thinking, if you have accepted the bribe, you are so going to be in the fire too. Okay, along with the bribe giver. So that's what. All right, then we have kilta. Now, the good thing about kilta is that it has been used only once in the Quran Pak, so just know that kilta is the grammatically feminine version of kila, and this, of course, is a rafa form, okay, and its nasab and jar forms, or rather, its nasab and jar form is kiltai, okay, all right. Kiltal jannataini atat ukulaha. Each of the two gardens produce its fruit. Okay, quite easy. And then we have the second last one, which is nafsun, which means self. Okay, or every self. That's how you're gonna understand it as. So depending upon the context, you could either work its meaning as self, or everybody, or every you're going to understand it. Okay, so that's how you're going to understand it as. Zahabtu means I went. That's a regular sentence. But if I say zahabtu binafsi, it means I myself went. Okay, so you have added the stress. Similarly, you've got anfusu, themselves. Ja'ar rajulani. Rajulani, as you can see, is the musanna form of rajulan, right? So ja'ar rajulani anfusuhuma. Anfusuhuma. Right? The two men themselves came. Now, if I said the two men came, it's a regular sentence. If I say the two men came themselves, that is a totally different sentence, because it means that those two men had come on their own accord. They came voluntarily. They were not brought by force. All right. But if I say the two men themselves came, it means that there is a certain stress in the fact that the two men came. All right, so their their physical existence was there at the spot wherever they had come. All right, so that's what the presence of this themselves in the middle of the sentence gives. Okay, jar rajulani and fusuhuma, the two men themselves came. Okay, so these were our words for Takid Manvi, and I hope that you have understood it. Now, inshallah, in the next lesson, we're going to learn how altering the sequence of the sentence components is going to put stress in the sentence. Okay, so this is the one that you're going to be addressing in the next section, in the next lesson, I'm sorry, in the sequence alteration and its impact on the stress. All right, so I hope that all these lessons that we have done so far regarding the modes of stress are clear to you, and if they aren't, I would really want you to watch them again, and still if there's some query, I can be contacted anytime via inbox. All right, so well, I'll see you in the next lesson, inshallah. Barakallahu li wa lakum fil Qur'an al Hakim. Allah Hafiz.